Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to another episode of GT Online Racing, this time starting in the Felser, and let's try out some better races than what happened in the last video. If you missed that one, definitely go and check it out first. Starting at the back though in the Felser, because we always start at the back, don't we? Now we should make sure the radio's turned up, because I don't want to get any copyright strikes. Avoid the curb segment because it's high speed chicane, and I think that curb will really throw off the car if you actually went over the top of it. As we end up now into P9 and heavy braking now for this turn 2 chicane. Here there's another Felser in the race as well, so at least we're not alone in the Felser, so maybe actually choosing the right car for once. As we come now through, there's another high speed chicane here, going to go full throttle through there, which is definitely kind of the Felser because this Felser just loves the high speed flowing corners, and ever since I changed all my cars back to have stock wheels, this Felser honestly has just felt amazing on the right kind of track. Because now we're up into 8th place, so actually someone's got a bit of a slide there in front of us, so actually going to make an overtake. Actually that's a 770. I don't see many of them in races anymore, and it's probably a good reason why, because it's not a very good car to use in terms of racing. So maybe actually made that now up to 5th. Where did 2 cars just go? Okay, he's getting a horrible slide because the Felser is still a bit slidey over the bumps, so the bumps aren't the best friend for it. Still though, coming to P5, so you can't be complaining about the start that we've had. And still about halfway around the lap. Now going for all over these curves now, still gaining this energy because the energy it may be good at traction acceleration, good breeze past it right around the outside. We've definitely got much more confidence in the car than what they have in their LG, but as I was saying before you took it, the LG may be good through the corners, but it hasn't got the straight line speed even towards here the Felser, but the air's going to come back now through that corner, but once again we can just carry the pace through the next, that right-hander. Still, they are still right up behind us though. Going to P4, so may be on for a podium position if we can try and keep up some great pace like this. Pulling away there from the edge because we are gapping them slightly now. We come around, that's definitely the line of the corner. Yeah, this is definitely the start finish straight here. Coming back now onto lap 2 of 4. Actually going for the bump this time. Actually, like, oh, that's horrible. We just managed to get through there. Oh, so lucky. I think you're getting more lucky than that, if I'm honest. Because again, unsettled there over that bump. I pretty much I just proved to myself there why you don't want to go over that bump. And now going for the curb here, because those boosts and that you definitely do want to go for now. Into this full speed chicane here once again. Now definitely braking now for this next right-hander. Once again we get a nice line through there. Just avoiding the wall a little bit, so you can definitely carry a little bit more pace through there, but pretty much on the limit really of what this car can do. Now through this double left-hander once again, just avoiding the apex there slightly. I mean, we have got a car gaining on us, but I'm not quite sure what that car behind us actually is. It's also probably a Comet SR Pariah, given how sports races are nowadays. Coming into the next right-hander, taking a nice line through there. Once again, that's how you come from. Spun out completely now over to the podium places. That red car, we've got a bit too wide. It's up now into the podium places, so I was saying try and get a podium position, but this Comet SR is all over the back of us now, and the Comet SR has the base rate, has better everything really than the Felser on paper, but still can try and keep around it. They take a good line, so pretty much taking the same lines as what we are, trying to carry as much speed, the same speed as what they do, but just get the line there at the inside. And try and make a move, trying to keep back with them, and we've still got half the race over yet to go, so there's still plenty of time left to go in this race. The Comet SR does have better traction, maybe better acceleration as well, but it all comes down to the driver energy. I mean, if you put the best racer in the world in probably like the Futo or something and put a level 1 instead of a race before in a Pariah, I'm pretty sure it's still who's going to win. As that Comet SR still gets a poor run actually off the final corner, and we're actually gaining on them now, coming onto lap 3 or 4. So like I was saying, it's all about the driver, not all about the car. As we get them now back up now into the podium places, and we're actually gapping that Comet a little bit, so it's all about the momentum as well. Coming into this hairpin, running out a little bit wide down on purpose, so we can try and go for that boost there once again. Now going for these 2 drain boosts now as you come down into this full speed chicane here. Once again, it's more of just the left-right than the chicane really, isn't it? And then coming down right-hander once again, just trying to take an off line through there. Once again, actually going a bit slower that time it actually looked. Here comes this Comet SR all over the back of us now then once again. Now through that right-hander, taking a nice line through the outside and making the move past us. There's a car on the outside that's actually not going anywhere, so unfortunately that's not for position. They're going for these curbs now. They're actually gapped us quite a bit down that one straight to the Comet SR, just proving how mighty it is. Now again, a little bit silent, running out a bit wide, and that's just managed to recover that. I mean, honestly, I think that was a great recovery there from us. We've seen that we're going wide and just find the way to get back onto the track as quickly as possible, not try and fight the car, because otherwise we'd have ended up smashing into a pole or something. That's just cost us even more time. We're still in P4. We're in like a semi-time as I admit, about a second and a bit behind the car in front of us, and then got about the same gap to the cars behind. But just over a lap and a quarter of this race left to go, so we're going to need to put out something special out of the bag now to actually try and catch up to that Comet SR once again. I mean, honestly, I'm going to need to make another mistake, realistically, if we're to catch it back up. We do seem pretty even in terms of the pace that we had, if you take out the car difference, but still, they are just that much faster in the faster car than what we are. Coming down this straight now, going now into this right into the right hander now for the second to last time. Ran a bit wide into the wall. That's going to kill our momentum now. And that's going to allow that Comet SR to gap us even more. And as we coming now onto the final lap of the race, still going for that curb boost because I don't want to throw away any stupid chance like that. Maybe kind of trying to catch up to this Comet SR from us now. Heavy braking now for the turn 3 hairpin. Managed to make an okay line through there, going for that curb boost once again. Actually, the energy is catching up to us. How isn't the energy catching up to us? So it looks like the person whoever driving them has actually managed to find a bit of pace now. Now, because by this lap we pretty much would have learnt the track by now. So despite the car disadvantage in straight line speed that they have, it looks to be doing okay. They're actually catching us. How is the energy catching up to us? I mean, if we can keep the momentum up, then that'll make up for the little bit of straight line speed difference between the Felser. And as you run out, Honey Boy, once again, it's back into the pole, and that's race over. Down to 5th, 6th, 7th. We got a drift on once again, like we did in the last lap, where we hit the telegraph pole, like one of the wooden ones, which can't be hit out of the ground, which then just sent us into another one right in front of it. And then we've got about now half a lap to try and gain something back. Honestly, the car in front of us has got that far in front now, so honestly, if we try and get anything back from this, I think it'll be a miracle really for you to make up a place now. So you're just trying not to lose another place. I think ends up being really the main aim now for this race, hitting into the wall. So pretty much lost all composure now at this point, just absolutely try hard, because really it's been a win at this point now, as the leaders actually just cross the finish line. So once again, the leaders is absolutely on fire in these races. You just can't even, there's just nowhere behind us. We're just so far behind. Actually, it's Vince that took the victory, and even without that crash, on that lap of the sim, if we take out what, maybe 3, 4, 5 seconds, we're still so far behind them. Coming back to the finish line, gonna be P7. It could have been a P4, maybe a podium, because I don't know what happened with that Comet SL, but still, the race, it went better than what happened last time. Now then, in the T20 now for the second race of this video, starting in last place, are we? Or wouldn't be surprised. Actually, no, we're in last but one, so still, it's a T20 back row of the grid. And get a good acceleration here, because once again, the actual race starts are usually what we're good at. Going for all these boosts here on the side, using the dirt to our advantage, although we're actually losing a bit of ground to the car favour. So maybe the Cobras in there didn't go all too well for us. Now they're heavy braking now for this right-hander. Actually, it's a double right-hander, make a way up the inside from 14th up into 9th. So it's been a good start to this race for us once again. And actually, it's a whole swarm of T20s here. So with the T20 here in front of us, we're going to braking now, trying to find a way up the inside, getting a bit of a slide, and they're trying to find a way up the inside. Hasn't really worked out for us, so you drop it down and back down into 12th. Maybe back up that make that up to 10th, so through this tight part of the race, actually gaining a few places through here. We're going to now to 7th. Actually made that 8th because it is teleporting car in front of us. And now we do get in front of that teleporting T20 now into 7th place, so we're basically half our grid spot from where we started. They're going to heavy braking now for this really tight hairpin. That's the wall. That's not done us any favours whatsoever. Just come down to this sunset of this race. Actually, going into the track, actually, so in effect, this track's actually a figure of 8. Never often you get a figure of 8 race in GTA anymore, especially if it's not a demo derby. Actually, going, what's this? Some sort of like stun race piece bridge. This must have took forever to make it, and now we've got absolutely curb boosting all over it. Just trying to gain all the pace in the world here that we can. We're going now over these curbs, and then really much to do. Now coming down. It's going actually, it's telegraph pole, no, we hit the pole! And that's ruined us, so we're facing the wrong way. And we drop back down to 13th, 12th. We're back down to where we started the race. And I'm sure I said it, was it last video? No, it wasn't one. I think it may have been like 2 or 3 ago. Build your race around what already exists that can't move. Because, you know, part of racing is curb boosting. We all know that, whether you like it or not, that's how you do it. And if you want to put an immovable object through a curb boost that you can't see until you come down, then yeah, there's not really much you can really do about all that, is we? Now we're down to 11, so we've managed to overtake someone throughout all this, and I'm moving a bit further on. We're up into 9th place, so you somehow overtook 2 people at least, are actually having a worse race than me from all of that. I don't really know how, but if we look here on the mini-map, we've actually got a few cars right up in front of us. Actually, we're gaining on this one. This one in front of us isn't even curb boosting, so I really want to beat them. So if they're not curb boosting, then how are they still in front of us? Gaining all over the back, and there's that. Is that what's it called? I forgot what it's called now. The Sultan RS. Yes, it is indeed a Sultan RS. We've got full purple neons there as well. We get up now. Actually, we've overtaken them, and we're in 9th place still. How have we done that? How have we overtaken someone and still being in 9th place? Have they missed a checkpoint or something? You don't overtake people and still be in 9th. I mean, honestly, I think this game just hates me at this point. Okay, now coming through Grapeseed. No aliens here this time, like the alien wall ride from, I think, 4 or 5 videos ago. Coming up now onto this spinner show, run completely wide over there, completely just disregard for track limits, because this race had disregard for me, with that pole being on the track, so I'm just going to disregard the track limits back. And final spin second place, already finished once again. So actually, I'm not too far behind this time. So actually, it looks like I had some pretty good pace on this race, all things considered, given that if you take out the time I lost in that crash. So maybe it could be on for a top 5, because look, everyone's just finishing now. They're of course getting countdown time once again, but still. Coming on to the finish line, it's going to be a P9 finish. But it went all too far behind, so it wasn't the worst race in the world. And actually looking now at this Comet, another Comet SR, we've got the Sultan RS. And yeah, they're actually in last place. And they look like they find another car to hit, but how do you find a car to hit in a non-contact race? Oh, well, I will say I approve of the paint job on that car. I will say that much. But if you enjoyed this race, and if you enjoyed my suffering of races that are built through things that don't move, definitely leave a like on this video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Remember to join my Discord server, which will be a link down below, as Vince wins another race, so surprise, surprise there. So yeah, remember to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, definitely you can follow me on all of them. So thanks for watching, I'll see you all next time.